Welcome to Orange Hat Reviews, and we're going to be talking about something that's kind of personal to me, and it's about the Cuba Gooding Jr. thing and something that happened in Iowa back in April. It's all about sexual allegations that are proven false. I'm a victim of being falsely accused of a sexual allegation or a sexual crime. And since I was falsely or unjustly incarcerated, I decided that I was going to do something. I was going to stand up for those who have been falsely accused. Cuba Gooding Jr. just recently had this happen where a woman claimed he squeezed her breast at a club. And I saw the video evidence. All it shows is this woman, the accuser, going up to the accused, Cuba Gooding Jr., while his girlfriend is sitting right next to him. They talk, they exchange words, casual conversation. He reaches down, grabs her hand, and kisses it, and puts it back down. That's all that the video shows. It shows nothing of him groping her breast and squeezing it. It shows nothing of him doing what she is alleging he did. So, it's like, where's the evidence? Where is the evidence that Cuba Gooding Jr. did this horrifying act? Because there is none. So I think this woman needs to be put in jail, or at least cited or sued by Cuba Gooding Jr. and his girlfriend. Nobody's going to reach for a woman's breast and squeeze it, especially if their girlfriend is right there, because that's a witness and whatnot. It's just not proper, and it just shouldn't happen. And it wouldn't happen. The other news is not really entertainment related, but it is, like I said, this is something that is very personal to me. A man was falsely accused of raping a 16-year-old girl. According to the police, the surveillance footage on the bus showed that the guy or the girl, I can't remember which, walked by the other and apparently brushed up against them by accident or whatever. And so the girl goes home, tells her 17-year-old brother that she was sexually assaulted by this guy. The brother goes looking for him, finds him, and tackles him to the ground where he hits his head. The man is then transported to the hospital because he has received a brain swell. They did everything they could, but the man ended up dying 3 days later. You're not seeing this on any of the mainstream media. You're not seeing this anywhere where it should be reported on. The mainstream media should be all over this, but because it doesn't suit their Me Too narrative, it's not going to be reported on. And so, this guy dies. Is the 16-year-old girl and the 17-year-old brother arrested? Are they behind bars? I haven't heard any news on that. I haven't heard any news on whether they have been charged with a crime. Now, the circumstances are thus, and this can be argued in a court of law. What happened to this man can be perceived as premeditated murder. Because this brother went out with the intent of tracking this man down and doing grievous harm to him. He went out after his brother or his sister told her or him that she was violated. Now, I'm sorry, this man died as a result of the actions of this boy, the 17-year-old guy. And I think he should be tried as an adult. I think that he needs to do time in prison. And I'm not just talking a little bit of time. I am talking life. This man killed another man because his sister told him a lie. And I think she needs to do the same amount of time, life in prison, because she made a false accusation against somebody and it turned deadly as a result. She is complicit with the brother's actions. And I am so sick and tired of false accusations being levied against men where the accuser only gets a slap on the wrist for filing a false report. They didn't file a report until 3 hours later. This reeks of Jussie Smollett kind of stuff, where Jussie Smollett committed a hate crime and got away with it. But yeah, this kind of stuff, I'm an advocate for people who have been accused of sexual crimes and did innocent and whatnot. It's got to stop. There's got to be more stricter punishment for people who file sexual allegations against somebody under false pretenses. Be they man, woman, or anything. I'm not against women. Before anybody claims that I'm a sexist by any measure, I am not a sexist by any measure. I believe that a woman has a right to be heard, their case has a right to be heard, and whatnot. But if it turns out that they are filing a false story, they need to be held accountable. And they need to be held accountable by the same extent as if a person who had committed a sexual crime against a person, they need to do the same amount of time. Because that person, the accused, even after they have been exonerated or cleared, their life is ruined. People will always look at them differently. People will always look at them as if thinking to themselves, is it possible that he could have done it and he got away with it? That is the world we live in thanks to the Me Too era. And I am so sick and tired of this crap happening. So yeah, that's the video. If you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. This has been Orange Hat Reviews, and I'll catch you all on the next one.